Hello everybody! Welcome back to another video of functional analysis. My name is Juan Camargo Reyes, and remember that I am a clinical psychologist. In the previous video about the structure of functional analysis, we saw the importance of the units of measurement within the three response channels. What are these three response channels within functional analysis? Let's remember them: physiological response, cognitive response, and motor responses. And what were the units of measurement? Frequency, latency, duration, and time between response. And remember that I also made two videos about examples of this topic. I don't play video games to get their attention. Okay, this was the first topic about the functional analysis structure, the stimulus and response relationship, and the three response channels. Today, we begin to see the second part of the functional analysis structure, the response and consequence relationship. Here we go. Okay, this is the functional analysis structure. We can see that after the three response channels, the immediately and delayed consequence open up, and then what we call reinforcement and punishment contingencies. The first thing we have to find out during the interview is to know what happened immediately the behavior was carried out. Once we find out this information, we can take it as an immediate consequence. The immediate consequence will let us to know the function of the behavior. Hey Juan, what do you mean by behavioral function? I am referring to the contingencies of reinforcement that will increase the probability of the behavior occurring, or on the other hand, the consequence that will decrease the probability of the behavior occurring. That is, contingents of punishment. Once we know the immediate consequence, once we know the function of the behavior, we can talk about the delayed consequence. Immediate consequence or long-term consequence are the perfect place to talk if there is a high or a low probability of the behavior occurring. This will depend on the subject's learning history. If the subject knows how to behave in a certain way and is always positively reinforced, there will to be a high probability of the behavior occurring. High probability of this occurrence should be placed in the delayed consequence. Immediate consequences are also called short-term consequence. Delayed consequences are also called long-term consequence. Among the consequences of reinforcement, we find two types: positive reinforcement and negative reinforcement. In punishment, we find two others: positive punishment and negative punishment. In the context of positive reinforcement and negative reinforcement, the probability of the behavior occurring will be increased. In the context of positive punishment and negative punishment, the probability will decrease. What are the exact definitions of reinforcement and punishment? What examples can there be? What are the types of negative reinforcement? What are the types of positive reinforcement? Join me in the next video if you want to know these answers.